Oh man. Yes. We here and I'm slow and we about this life. You heard?
Yo, man, stop talking slow.
I'm that guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Flycliff himself. I like to introduce myself to all y'all that don't know.
Faster
you know what I'm saying?
I thought you were talking slow.
Oh, hold up. Let me slow up there. Let me just.
What's going on, yo?
What's up, man?
You already know. What's up? Flying Mouse, 2 brains, 1 goal. You know how we giving it up. Playoff weekend.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Playoff weekend. In addition to that, Easter weekend.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? In addition to that, it's spring break for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Extra day off of work. Everybody chilling this weekend. 420 tomorrow. Let's get it popping for all the 420 ones out there. You know what I'm saying? We out here, puff it up, smoke it up. You know what I'm saying? You know we gonna do. You know we get out.
He cheats and chomp.
So you know what I'm saying? So we gonna get it going. We gonna get it going today.
What's your predictions on the playoffs?
All right. Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
What's your predictions on the playoffs?
I'm still, if y'all been watching all year, all this time, you know what I'm saying? All these episodes, y'all know I'm about the Lakers. I'm about Bron. So I'm about the Lakers in the West. It's in the East. It's tough, man.
You said Bucks last time. You was kicking that Bucks-ish.
No, and you know what? I still say they will, because the energy I seen Dame with the day in street clothes talking to, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
We're not talking about people in street clothes. We don't do that.
I'm just talking about the energy of it.
Energy
all.
don't
you know what I'm saying? It's a 7-game series, though.
That's
you know
a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So that's what I'm saying. The energy is building. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be good. And it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be what we love. All good basketball.
So you got the Bucks coming out of that series?
I do.
So you got the Bucks beating Indiana, you got Lakers beating Timberwolves, Warriors in Houston.
That's gonna be good, man.
I think Clippers and Nuggets is the best series.
That's good too. That's good. That was good today. That OT, that was good today. That Houston Warriors though. You know what? I'm taking the Warriors, man.
Me too.
I'm taking the Warriors.
Me too.
Jimmy Butler, and people talk that crap about Jimmy Butler.
I didn't talk crap.
Nothing,
I didn't talk crap. I didn't think he would. So I'm not backtracking.
No,
he proved me wrong.
And I ain't talking about you, but
but I gotta stand on what I said. You know what I'm saying?
And people didn't think that was gonna make. I mean, but he a hooper's hooper. He do whatever you need to do. He stopped. You know what I'm saying? He scored. He made good basketball decisions. Like he in
the right place at the right time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And him playing with Stephen, all he got to do is set picks and roll and get to the basket and do what he got to do.
Is better than what Andrew Wiggins did. And he's a better player than Andrew Wiggins.
Absolutely.
That's all he got to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Unless Steph just keep on getting over doing what he doing. Shit,
the only issue I see with the Warriors against Houston is rebounding. Because you got Steven Adams and Sagoon is nice.
Yeah.
So that could be the difference maker, right? So you got the guards got to either do something, or the big every team I want to win, they need their others to do something in order to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They need their others. Like the Clippers got a good man. You gotta have a good big man, bro.
Yeah, no,
like you gotta have a big man.
Zoo doing that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Zoo,
bro.
So this is gonna be nice, man. This gonna be nice.
Boston winning that. Boston's winning that. I
think they playing. They playing. Who just won the play-in? They play
Orlando. They might play Miami or Orlando. One of the two.
One of them two. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, Tyler Hero get buckets. Shout out to Tyler Hero.
He do.
Shout out to Tyler Hero, man.
He do. They surprised me. Like they did surprise me.
Like the biggest thing that I see, like the biggest thing that I'm seeing in the playoffs, like Lakers specifically, is that once this season is over, people gotta go. Like you gotta make moves, man. You gotta make Rui Hachimura. I'm cool on you, bro. I'm cool on you, bro. I'm cool on you, bro. 6'7" jump shooter. If you're not hitting a jump shot, what are we doing? You don't play no defense.
Rui plays.
Win.
I've seen Rui have good. I've seen Rui have good, very good games when
with defense.
Yeah.
Bring it up since you've seen it. Bring it up. What you want?
I'm just saying from recollection and
get out of here.
And watching the games.
I've
seen him have.
Trade him.
I've seen him have good spurts.
We don't need spurts in the playoffs. We need consistency, bro. And I ain't like, I don't know,
right,
man.
Come on, man.
I don't know. So, who you think coming out of the East, Boston or Cleveland?
That's tough. That's tough, man. That's tough. Just seeing this Knicks series, this Knicks and Pistons, like
I need the Pistons to win one.
That's gonna be. I mean, and you know what? I think they will win one. It'll probably be at home, but I think they'll win
fell
one.
apart.
But all in all, I mean, they giving out the effort. They giving everything that you want to see out there. Like
I can't agree. That last quarter was horrible. Kay Cunningham had a lot of turnovers.
And you know what? I didn't see the last quarter.
You didn't see, yeah. That's when it all happened. Like that's when they fell apart. You know what I mean?
I think I was in traffic.
And like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Beasley, they was just, it wasn't their fault, but you know how certain players, they feel like a three is gonna change the game.
Yeah.
Like at certain times you don't shoot the three.
Right.
Pump fake, take one dribble in.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, I don't know, but
they go into the analytics when probably when they be thinking like that, because coach or whoever be telling them you might well take that.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But
a bad 3-point long shot
is a bad 3-point shot.
It's a bad 3-point long shot. But I like the Pistons. I like their team. I feel like they one piece away. Every team need a real defender. They got one.
But they don't have a real big guy.
No, both of the big guys are what, 6'8" to 6'10"?
Yeah, but the one, not Beef Stew, but the other,
not Beef Stew.
My man,
that's what you call Stewart?
No, that's his nickname. His nickname Beef Stew.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, his nickname Beef Stew because he always be beef.
Facts. That's a good nickname. He be tripping, and he came out with a song. Rapping and all that.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know what he said in it though, because I ain't listened to it.
Shout out to Detroit. Be still with it.
Come on, man. You shouting out Detroit and you from Flint.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
But I'm saying I'm not a Pistons fan. I'm just saying. I mean, you know.
But you're a Lions fan.
Absolutely, I'm a Lions, Tigers, Red Wing, everything else.
Okay.
You know
Okay.
I've never been. I can't be fake. Like I have never been.
No, I'm just asking.
But shout outs to them.
So you got Lakers out of the West.
Lakers out of the West. That's what I'm taking. Even just. Whatever. That's what I'm taking. That's my vibe.
I ain't gonna even lie to you. For me, I think whoever wins the I think OKC could win it all. I really think they could win it all, bro.
But our argument about big man, go back to them too.
Mm-hmm. They got
one really. I call Hardenstein their only big man because Chet is really not a big man.
I understand,
especially in the 7-game grind of a playoff. He's gonna be coffee.
But that's not why. Coffee. That's not why. Is it the death?
Yeah.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's just really them too.
And they young.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I never seen them tired.
Yeah. No.
I don't recall somebody putting their hands on their knees. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. West is a little bit more tough. I think it's gonna be Boston and Cleveland in the chip.
Yeah, the West.
I think depending on what is his name, Jaylen Brown, because he hurt.
Yeah.
So depending on what his situation is, I got Cleveland.
Yeah,
I got Cleveland.
For real. No,
and then Cleveland against OKC would be crazy. You know what I'm saying? That would be something I want to watch. Like that would be something I want to watch. Cleveland against OKC
because they too young and they go at it.
You know but when it's all said and done, when I look at who's better. Shea or Donovan Mitchell. Mm-hmm. Then when I look at who's better, what's the guard name with the dreads, bro?
Darius Garland.
Darius Garland or Jaylen from Arizona. Who would I take? One can contain the other. Like he can at least play D, and the other one can't. But then you got the two big men down low, so it's gonna be interesting.
Bless up.
You know what I'm saying? So what else you got, man?
Oh man, you know what? We gotta. I mean, life is life always. You know what I mean? You remember you asked me, do I think it's a recession? Do you think it's gonna be one? But I'm just saying but this is.
Do I think it's gonna get worse?
This is a real downward track. Like, do you think it's like getting worse, or do you like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think about because again, this is everywhere. Tariffs, like stuff changing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like prices about to be going like through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Stuff stuff that we bought for regular prices today is definitely going to be probably double tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think it's going to be
I
think it's going to get worse, and I think it's going to be bad for like a couple years.
And now,
sure.
But how, as a financial person though, how do you see these things like starting to make people start to really like have to make choices and how they, you know what I'm saying? Or in just in some ways they can navigate.
So I seen it when I asked you. You know what I'm saying? I seen it when I asked you a while ago.
Oh, we got a caller.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I seen it when I asked you a while ago, and I think at the end of the day, people got to start buying what they need and not what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's behind.
Keep going.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So nah, that sounds crazy. But nah, what I was gonna say is like I seen it for the last year because I'm a broker,
right.
And I understand when people buying homes. So I seen it for a while. So I think buying what you need compared to what you want is gonna make or break a situation. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like but it's gonna hurt a lot of businesses as well because a lot of businesses don't really have what you need, they have what you want. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things are gonna look a lot different. Absolutely. You know, so like if groceries go up, we gotta eat, but maybe we not going to Sprouts no more. Now what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Maybe we not eating out a lot. So you know what I'm saying? So it's really gonna just depend. Yo,
who's on the phone? Who's ever calling? Y'all got to turn y'all got to turn down whatever y'all listen to us. Y'all got to turn it down. Because we can hear y'all feedback, whoever it is that's calling.
Yo. There's a delay. That's because they listening.
Yeah.
Yo, listen.
Y'all can't listen to yourself.
You can't listen to yourself and call in.
Yeah,
who we got calling up?
Yeah, you got to turn your volume down.
Who we got calling up?
They hung up.
Oh, okay.
Well, please try to call back. You know what I'm saying? But no, and I do also know the tariffs have not kicked in yet. But again, we need to have a conversation.
But now hold on. So now let's talk about barbering, right? Because we talked about this, right?
Right.
So now, because when I asked you, was it a recession? You said no.
Right.
Right. So now individuals, what if people say, yo, I don't need a haircut? You know what I'm saying? What if more people say, I'm gonna just cut my own hair, I'm gonna thug it out?
Right. And I hear you, but at the same time, I still feel the same way. You only gonna thug it out for so long.
I don't agree with that.
Because you only gonna cut your own hair for so long before
you speak with Freddie.
Yes, how you doing? What's going on? I gotta talk to him. Hello. How you doing?
I'm going to speak with Freddie.
You know that's my daughter. don't be trying to play. No, let me speak to Freddie. If everybody listening, this is my lovely daughter. Connect part to you. I just want everybody to know.
Would you let me out already?
You can still ask the question. You can still ask the question, but everybody's.
But it's not even gonna be funny no more because you know
you gonna call her trying to disguise.
I just wanted to call and say that I love my dad.
See, there y'all go. See.
So all y'all single ladies watching. I need y'all to put y'all applications in. I'm not gonna embarrass them no more.
All right, the champion of my life. I love you. Be the champion in my life.
That's
fire. Thank you, baby, so much.
That's fire.
All right. I love you, Dad. Keep doing what you love.
Okay, I appreciate you. Thank you.
That was fire, bro. That was fire.
So you never know what happens. You know what I'm saying? My daughter called up and gave me some love.
Man.
So, it's a good day.
Yeah, I don't know we was gonna say that. You got that was dope. That was dope, bro. That was dope. But so as a barber, you were saying you feel that individuals are gonna thug it out, but for so long?
Yes, like you ain't gonna be able to stay away from me from for 2
I'm
more.
not saying you.
No, I mean I'm just saying, and me when I say me, I mean like a barber.
But what if
general.
they don't have the money? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's when I mean, if you want to stay in business, that's in any business, you're gonna have to adjust something if you really want to be in business. No. And if you can eat the cost, you will. And if I can eat the cost, I will. But if I can't, I'm just not gonna press them. You understand what I'm saying? Like
you can't.
So it'll be like it's such a like.
But it's a domino effect because there's a certain way you live, right?
Yes.
Right, and it's certain things you can and can't do.
Yes.
So when I was asking you, was it a recession before? That was more like prepared. Like this is what it is. I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you did. I'm just saying I've seen it for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it for a while. Like a lot of people signed a new lease in their apartments. You seen it then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you seen it then. Like
because you seen the increase then.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You say,
so
and it didn't have to even be like you say, it wasn't even no tariffs attached to that. It was just regular.
But tariffs is
tariffs
is pretty much when you're doing business with other countries, it's being taxed on what's coming in, what's being imported.
Right.
So rent is not being imported.
No, right. But us as Americans, the stuff that we buy and the businesses and the things that we buy it through, we are such greed-filled people where we gotta get more. We gotta get more. It ain't gonna be no time where they scale it back. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be now. Okay, let's just say now the service people are pressing to being, and I ain't even saying me. Just because of a tariff, a barber dude to be like, yeah, now I charge $100 for a haircut.
That's crazy. You bugging.
You know,
right.
No, you know,
it's tariffs and you raising everything here.
Right, exactly. When my job really has absolutely nothing to do with a tariff.
You want to know what the crazy thing is? Right. You could be a business that raised the prices because of tariffs, right? Because now we can't get certain supplies from other countries, and you'll be out of business.
Absolutely.
Because now you doing it like. If you're going to get more business, why raise the price? If you're going to get more business, keep it the same, like lower it a little bit, but you're still getting more clients.
Yes.
And you're getting an influx of clients that you didn't have before. Listen, I can't tell you how to run your business, but business is business. Business 101.
Yes.
You got to understand how to scale certain things and understand when to raise and when to not, right?
And business is survival because you want to last. So
but I think that's going to be a big issue though, right? Yes. Because a lot of people going to go into survival mode.
Yes.
And now you're going to see the greed, the dishonesty and all of that.
And in most of these businesses, you seeing they just shutting down completely because they don't even see where they're going to be able to even make a profit. Like they say, a lot of times they can't even make a profit to pay their rent. You know what I'm saying? So let alone I'm gonna have to push this cost onto you, and I'm gonna have to pay my rent. Like somebody's not gonna get paid. You know what I'm saying? And it's bad that we being pressed up against the wall like this for this to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we all just want to live, but to the people that have enough, like why do you think you need more than enough? You know what I'm saying? Like it's always, oh, I need more. Like why it just can't be, I have enough, and whatever I can give, I will, and I can just continue to have enough of it.
So let me ask you this. So do you think terrorist state is basically saving the United States or hurting the United States?
I think it's gonna hurt in the long. Well, you know what? I take that back. In a small thought process of what I think. In the long run, what he's doing can help America definitely, because that'll put us back into
making us do business with one another.
Yes, and making us manufacture and make things here. But how he implementing it is so disrespectful to the rest of everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like
what way would you have done it? Like it's no right way to me.
No, it's no right way.
He's abrupt how he do things.
Right. But at the same time, that don't make it right though.
No, I'm not saying it's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like he still could have, like, and as we've learned, other people, other presidents have tried to do this tariff thing and it hasn't worked. You know what I'm saying? And they did it quietly. I ain't gonna say quietly, not into the loudspeaker that this man has done it. And it hasn't worked. And then him doing it in a bullying, just taking over type of fashion, this ain't gonna do nothing but get us in war with people in the wrong type of wars though. And they're not even physical bomb wars. This is wars that's gonna create people on our side that's you're gonna be left, so you're gonna be left out. You know what I mean?
I feel like it was a ton of stuff
bad.
going on as far as how money was being handled in our country. You know what I mean? Now we're seeing it on the forefront on how everything is going, right? Because you got individuals who work for the government that's being forced to go back into the offices, and you got people that's forced to retire, and so on and so forth. Because I know people like, yo, I know somebody, and I'm talking to my homie, and they was like, yo, start working on your resume. Last week, like, yo, all y'all could go on lunch, start working on your resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? The government. So that's it's like, crazy.
And they telling you that before, hey, you go on lunch working your resume. That's
like go on your resume.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm saying? Because but on the flip side, I look at it like this. Like, let's say TikTok is owned by someone from not in not in America, right?
Right.
Now, do you know how many people TikTok employ? It's a ton of people TikTok employ, right?
Right.
So now, depending, because TikTok was supposed to be done forever because they wasn't selling.
Right.
That came back. How many people in the United States are employed by TikTok?
Right.
So it's so many. If he would have like, we're gonna shut that down, that would have hit. So it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know the best way to go, but I know I'm on my P's and Q's, and I know I'm trying to put things in order, and I know what I'm trying to do and how I speak to people. And some people are not gonna see it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I know people who was like just saving everything they got before this happened, but they're not investing to make more. So if you're saving everything you got and you're not investing to make more, like, how do you win? Because things are going to increase and you're not making more money to handle that increase. What do you do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that's a good 60% of the country, 70% of the country with that, just with that right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can I make more money and still be able to do all this? It's like, again, it's a push and pull that you're gonna pull yourself thin.
Let me ask you this. You don't feel like it's a ton of ways to make money?
It is, but you know what? It ain't a ton of ways for you to really profit off of it, because you got, like, our society is built on selling it to somebody. Okay. And we gotta sell it to each other. And if we sell it to each other and we already don't have the money, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a kind of like, like, you can make it, but you ain't gonna make it that far. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this. So when you got content creators, right? As a content creator,
hey, Ron,
people are buying your time, your eyes.
Right.
So you're not buying you're not spending money. You on social media anyway.
Yeah.
Like, in today's time is one of the fastest ways to make a lot of money if you think outside of the box and you get out of your own way. Right. So now you have to do that now. And if you don't, you might fall behind.
Right. But you also have to do that on top of having a regular 9-to-5 that's not.
But you're going to be forced to do that to live, bro. You're going to be like, yo, we're in a society where now you're forced to do what you didn't want to do.
Right.
So what are you going to do? You going to fold or you going to try?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to fold or you going to try. Everybody's selling something. It just depends if you want to buy it or not. I'd rather watch something that's going to teach me something than spend money and it's just for a one.
Right. But like you say, but you have to have people that's going to continuously spend that money. You know what I'm saying? And they have to it has to be a continuous thing. And that's what I'm saying. That's where commerce and all this stuff meets, because you got to be able to, even if you want to sell a nail, you got to be able to get it to the people that need to buy it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And those people have to be able to afford to buy it. And they got to, it's so much wrapped up in the chain of how we do things, you know what I'm saying? And how we measure wealth, you know what I'm saying? Because at some point, somebody feel like they wealthier than people that got money because of what they do have and what they have acquired is as far as knowledge and information, and you know what I'm saying, the things that make their life go, you know what I'm saying, around, like, and a lot of us, we just not connected or like that. So it's,
if you're not in a profession that people have to, like, you're in need,
right? If you're not in service, really, like if you're not doing a service, everything else is like, it can be, you can't be phased out easily, like, you know what I'm saying, like, period.
I see it happening though.
Yeah.
And I see like I'm not one to complain about what's going on. I'm one to adapt. Once I understand what's going on, and I understood what was going on for the last 2 or 3 years. When COVID happened, that's when I understood. That's when I seen the shift. That was 5 years ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So now it's 5 years later, and some individuals are still in shock. The shock has been over for me.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, I see what it is.
Shock was over when they said you go back to work. Like, that's,
on,
man. It was, yeah. So,
Come on, man.
I think 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, you said the terrorists. What else? Like,
what else, man? It was something else I was going to say that I was going to ask you about. That
I'm interested to see how the government functions, though. Like, just to stay on that, just how it functions. Like, right now, I don't even know how it's functioning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how any of that's functioning right now.
It's functioning because 47 is just telling everybody, like, okay. Did you see the how what he trying to do to Harvard?
No.
He's literally trying to revoke they federal funds and everything, pretty much just because he wants to. Like, he don't even have, this shouldn't even be something he's even bothered with. But this is, again,
but federal funds is coming from the government.
Right, but it's also coming from a part of the government. Again, that he's not.
You talking about the financial aid and all that?
Yeah, like
that's not just Harvard though.
No, but he's singling them out because like he's trying to take their taxes, had the IRS take their taxes exempt status and everything.
You know how much it costs to go to Harvard?
No, but do you know what him taking away their tax exempt thing is like? It's just going to do to them in general. Period. Like that's just. But it's just the steps that he's like
how he's able to just shut it down,
or how he's just trying to and making it so like he's putting a muck in everything.
I'm gonna say this.
Everything.
I'm gonna say this. I've been working in higher education for quite some time, right? I remember it was a young lady I was working with. She was older. Older. She good now. I remember her having cancer, right? So it was her and another girl, and she was like, "Yo, what school you went to?" She's like, "I graduated from Harvard." Craziest thing. I was like, word? I didn't know that. So I'm hearing them talk. I'm like, yo, how much was your degree? She was like 100,000 for a bachelor's degree. So the girl was like, you went to school for 100,000. You're in debt double me, and you doing the same job I'm doing.
Facts.
Right. So I'm not saying it's cool what he's doing, but education shouldn't be that much if it doesn't separate you in the real world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So I'm not saying he should stop it. But the thing is, like, some schools and some education is just out of control. School, to me, shouldn't be free because you still got teachers that teach. They should be able to get paid. Yeah. But one school being 80 and one school being 40 because of the name or what state you live in, that's crazy to me, man. And then we meet at the same place and do the same job.
But that's same as community.
Facts.
Same as community.
Going
high
to Whole
school.
Foods and going to Sprouts. Or going to private school, going to public school.
Yeah. Same thing. Like you say, we gonna meet in the same spot, stand in the same line for the same job, and I probably get it. You know what I'm saying? And your education was a lot more than mine, and you know what I'm saying. Just
that entitlement come with it. Yo, this is what like. I hear individuals be like, yo, I got a degree from ASU, Arizona State University. Now I'm gonna go to another school to get more marketable. I was like, what? The degree is the degree at the end of the day. At this point, like in today's time, today's time, it's like
it's not.
Come on, man. Sometimes people won't hire you because how you act in the interview because you think your degree and where you got your degree from is crazy. And this is like, I have degrees. Do I think you have to have a degree? No. I think you should be educated. I think you should be a type of person that can continuously increase your mental capacity of what you learn. A lot for me when I was younger, I didn't know what to study. I needed structure. That's why I went to school.
Right.
I don't feel like because I went to school, I'm smarter than you. I feel like because I put in the work and research, that's why I'm smarter than you.
Right.
And I'm not going to ever stop learning. So once you stop learning, that's the issue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot. Like we got the internet now. Like YouTube University is like real. Like it's
it's real.
Like it's real. So it's like anybody who's in a bad rut, like I think it's difficult for everyone, but start researching some of the things you have a passion in. And if you don't know what you have a passion in, you need to really sit down and think about it.
Yeah.
Because if you had a job, every job can lay you off when you work for someone else. So with that in mind, make sure you like, yo, let me start trying to figure out my crafts now and what I can do and how I could fix a problem. Now it's a need for what I create. Now I can make money on it. But don't be the person that make it big and just start raising these prices because you was once that person that couldn't afford something.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
you could still be wealthy by selling something for a reasonable price because more clients are going to come to you. Like people think I need to make all this money with one sale. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Have the customers coming back and you're going to still get the same amount of money.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
exactly.
yeah, it's interesting. But I think, like you asked me, I think it's going to be bad. I think it's going to get worse for the next couple years. And I think the individuals who are going to make it out is people who are going to work together. Individuals who's going to start focusing on things that they really can do.
Say
and
that.
for individuals to
I'm sorry to stop you. Say that other part that you just said.
like people got to work together.
People gotta work together.
We gotta work
we ain't just
together,
talking
man.
about just men on.
No, everybody gotta
has
work
to work together, man.
And don't be like, yo, listen, this is what I noticed, man. And it's weird. Yo, if your friend has something they're selling and you want it, why won't you just buy it from your friend? Why are you willing to give all your money to somebody you don't know, but the person you do know that's selling the same product, you want to barter with them or you don't want to do business with them? That's crazy. I had somebody tell me, yo, I just bought such and such. I looked at them and was like, you mean the same thing that I got? They was like, yeah. I was like, what made you go over there? They was like, I don't know. They just, I said, all right, say no more. Like, you know what I mean?
We have no faith in each other.
That's crazy.
But we have faith in somebody
you don't know
that you don't know and that don't give two fucks about you.
That's crazy.
You have all the faith in the world in them, but somebody that you know for years and you know they ain't trying to get over on you, they ain't trying to do nothing. All they got
you know what that is?
Want to buy this product. Oh well, I don't know. Well, you might not want. Oh, well, you might not. You might not this. You might not that.
Watching.
I was in the barbershop today, and it's just people that are hell bent on being the sore thumb in the room, like no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Like even if it was a group of people, and we were like, okay, everybody, we're gonna go in, we're gonna do. Everybody's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. One person, nah, I don't think I'm gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this. Like, why we just can't all just be on one accord? Like, it's so hard, but it's not so hard. I just don't get it.
It's definitely
like
not.
We just don't want to be like, we just don't want to interlock. Like, it's more of us than it is of them, and we still don't take advantage of that concept. Period at all. Like, I just don't understand it. Like, but in anything else, you want the advantage,
right?
You know what I'm saying? As a man, you want to be top tier, best job. You know what I'm saying? As a woman, you want to be with that man with the top tier, best job, but don't nobody want to sacrifice the stuff to get it. Don't nobody want to be together in order to build that to be an empire instead of just something that just happened for a small time.
My question is this, ladies, let me ask you a serious question. So you in a relationship, your man pays all the bills, right? We hit a recession. Now him paying all the bills, he can't no more. It's not the same. Do you get a job? Do you stay with him? Do you find the next man? What do you do for individuals who have their man, or if it's a woman paying all the bills? Because sometimes in your own relationship, y'all not working together. Y'all not working as a team. In your own relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't do it in your own relationship, how can you do it with your friend?
Now, if y'all heard the question, and you know what, please repeat it again.
What I'm saying is, let me not say ladies.
Anybody.
Whoever's in a relationship, right? If one person's paying all the bills, we're headed into a recession and we're in a recession now. So now if everything goes up, right? Your mortgage could go up from your property taxes. It could go up $408. It just happened to one of my clients, right? So now if that paycheck of the person who pays all the bills can't pay all the bills anymore, do you stay with them? Do you leave them? Do you go get a job? What do you do? Because a lot of people say, hey, if you the head of the house, you got to pay all these bills. Now, once these bills raise and that paycheck or that money or whatever gig that person can't pay all the bills because it didn't raise, what do you do?
Yeah,
what do you do? Because this is gonna basically put a lot of people's situation on the line.
And we would love to hear somebody.
You know what I'm saying? I would love somebody to call in and say that. Please, it ain't about women do this or men do that.
Right,
we hear it all the time. Like, if you the head of the household, this is what you need to do. Yeah. Me personally, I'm gonna say it on here. I'm not gonna be with anyone where I'm spending all my money and you saving all your money. If we working as a team, then let's work as a team. You know what I mean? Like if I'm spinning my last, I'm busting my ASS, and you getting to chill and quote unquote look pretty, we're gonna just be friends, baby girl, and that's cool. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I want to see you happy, even if it's not with me.
Even if it's not with
even if it's not with me. Because we already know where it's going, and it's like, yo, listen, I'd rather be a thousandaire with my peoples than a millionaire by myself.
For real.
You know what I mean?
And a lot of people don't have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, whether man or woman, it doesn't matter.
Because women out here paying mad bills too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that's not cool. Like,
and have a dude just bail out when he, well, no, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm just gonna have to leave. And again, it's a two sides of the coin. You know what I'm saying? And we have to try to figure out if we gonna be sacrificial enough to be like, you know what, I'm cool. Let's stay together and keep this going. But again, everybody don't feel that way. We had Tracy was like, how long does that
call up?
How long?
Call up.
Down?
No, call up.
Exactly.
No, call up. Trace. Call in, Trace.
Call in. We need the audio.
You know what I'm saying? And to even answer that question is like, I can't tell you how long, but that's a conversation y'all gotta have, right? Because if you see the other person trying and working and it don't happen, what do you want them to do? If they try now, if somebody's just not trying, not working, not trying to be better, that's totally different.
Right. Now we are not talking about the sit on the couch bum guy. No. We ain't talking about the person or girl that just don't do nothing. We talking about people that got jobs. You know what I'm saying? Both y'all got jobs, and this money, all these things are just going up. You know what I'm saying? Do you bail on the other person? Or do you stick in there? We ain't trying to talk about nobody that's just around here just couch hopping. What they call it? Couch
surfing.
Hobo or something like that.
I never heard that. That's crazy.
Some shit like that. Yeah, but no, we not talking about that. We talking about if two people y'all together and the price and the situation just changed. You know what I'm saying? And like you say, the person that was primarily getting the money and paying the bills, hey, they money didn't go up. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would you know what I'm saying?
I could see if somebody's staying home because you guys got kids and you don't want your kid to go to daycare because how much daycare costs and nonsense that could go on at the daycare. But we're in we're in an economy where you gotta have two incomes now.
You gotta have
two incomes right now, or somebody has to have a crazy good job. And even if you got a crazy good job, a crazy good business, you still need another income just in case it don't go right.
And I guess I be on social media too much because I just see too many women that say that they not even don't talk to me. And
don't talk to me if you're not what?
It ain't even the 50. I was going to say the 50-50 thing. And it's not even 50-50, but it is. But at the same time, if you're not willing to help me, help us, why are we in this? So
I'm not asking why. I'm not going to be with you.
Right. No, that's what I'm saying. I mean, but it's so many women. Don't come to me if you ain't doing what a man should do. All this that shit is crazy to me because again, roles and shit change. Money is not how it used to. Money ain't how it used to be. Stuff don't flow how it used to flow. Right. Like life changes. You know what I'm saying? And somebody that's not willing to adapt and change with you, they just.
So my question is this:
just leech it.
How can you expect somebody to do something you can't do for yourself?
Easily.
How can you expect somebody to do something for you that you don't do for yourself?
I can say some bullshit. Can I say
you know what I'm saying? You can say whatever you want. You know what I mean?
You just have some titties and some ass. That's it, pretty much.
But the expectation, but
that's how you expect it.
That's crazy.
Because you cute enough to have something that somebody wants. When you want me, you gotta pay for all the little. Don't talk to me in the grocery store unless you gonna buy my groceries. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I had one of my homies. I had one of my homies say, I won't be with a man if he can't help my situation. I said, oh, okay. And I was like, but your situation is your situation that you got yourself into that situation. So because he wants to be with you, he has to pay for your entire situation. Yeah. And your entire situation is a basketball team.
Yeah. They don't care. They don't care.
But I'm just saying, if you say it out loud, how does that make sense?
They don't say it.
I'm just saying no. And I'm not calling nobody out because
I'm just saying.
I know my homeboys say, yo, like if you can't give me this, I'm not rocking with you. And I won't be cool with my homeboy. He say something like that around me. I don't got time. This is not a gender thing for me.
Right.
I don't care if you male or female. I'm not gonna be around you.
Right. If you elite, you elite.
Man, listen. Look like. And I'm gonna say this too. If you my homeboy, right? and you're in a relationship with somebody, or if you're my homegirl, you're in a relationship with somebody, and I know the person you're in a relationship with, do not try to get me to lie. Don't try to get me to lie for you at all.
Don't give me.
You know what I mean? Because I respect people's relationships, and being that I don't be outside playing around, they call me. Like it just happened to me. Somebody called me like, "Yo, tell her this." I'm like, "You bugging." My face card got to be good based upon my morals. Like, you know what I mean? If you say I do and you're going to be with that man or be with that girl, stick it out. Nah, yo, listen, I'm going to tell you like this, man. I'm not that friend anymore. Like, I'm not that friend. Yeah, I'm not that friend. Don't call me. I'm not lying for you. I'll tell you just like this. I don't know what you're talking about. And hang up, they block you and her and him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. A lot of dudes be playing with chicks' emotions, man. Like I
do, but you know, I mean, hey, man, it's you know.
Trace, call up.
He said, "What's the number?
What's the number? What's the number?
The numbers in the
no,
comment.
No.
It's in my life. It's in the comment on the live
bro.
right there. It's right at the top.
I want to hear this.
It's right at
480 590 6762
6762. Please call in.
Yep, call in because I want to hear a woman's perspective. Because I don't want women to think we bashing women. That's definitely not what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, yo, Trace, you.
No, she
said, "Oh, I'm calling."
She's going to.
Yeah.
She's going to.
Yep.
She's going to. That's all you had to do.
Nah, you read it out loud. I didn't see it. It's not ringing?
No, she probably about to be ringing in a minute.
Yeah, yeah, this is about to be a goodie.
You'll never.
If y'all don't know who Trace is, Trace mad cool. Trace is popping. You know what I mean? Trace get it going. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, she does.
You know, and she from the East. That's my homie, man.
Yes, she does.
I'm leaving it there. I'm leaving it there. No. Yeah, I'm just saying it ain't for me.
We're gonna do it. We gotta do it. And she is there she is. She is the other parental. She is the other parental part of my lovely.
Don't be stuttering now.
With our son.
Yo.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Yes,
how you doing, Trace? How you doing?
I can barely hear y'all. Hold up. It's not right. I can barely hear you guys. Hold on.
Turn your stuff down. You good? You know.
We can hear you loud. Like we can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, damn. Okay, hold on.
Nah, not like that loud and clear.
No, don't.
I can't even hear. Hold on. Okay, let me see. Talk.
Yo. There you go.
Okay, I hear y'all a little bit. Am I too loud?
Nah. You good? Talk your talk.
What's up, fellas?
Yo, shout out your page and all that. Shout out your page before we get started. You know what I mean?
Man, you know, it's nice, baby. Nice and necessity. Nice and nasty. You know,
oh my goodness, Tracy.
How y'all doing? Let's talk.
We doing good. We want to know what your opinion is of what the question was. Come on.
Okay, question was, let's see, this is my thing. So my question is, or my answer on that, or I have a question, I said it earlier. My thing is, you know, obviously if you're going to be with somebody, you chose to be with this person. Everybody has their, you know, what they'll deal with and not deal with. If you're in a relationship, you hold each other down, right?
Right.
That's off top. It should be like that anyway. You know what I mean? So in regards to, the thing is, sometimes someone gets comfortable though. So another party might get comfortable with the fact that, well, you know, I fell down on, you know, something happened. I fell down, but I kind of like this. I've been doing it too long, and man, this feels good. I don't have to. How long does one wait? How long do you like, look, man, you know, we're trying to get back on. Maybe something doesn't happen. Like, how long is too long? Where you just hold, like, you just really hold down what you guys have, and they just got comfortable, not really.
I would say this I would say this. At the end of the day, communication is key, right? Right. So having an open dialogue of communication and explaining to somebody how you feel in this situation is vital. I can't give you a time frame because everybody's patience is different. But if you have communication and you guys are working through it, and the communication is going to allow you to understand, like, yo, I'm really trying. I don't got to tell you, you see it. And at the same time, for me being a man, if I'm having hard times and I don't have a safe haven to speak to my lady about, that makes it extremely difficult. Now I'm feeling like I'm fighting a fight when I go outside, and I'm fighting a fight in my house. You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying it as a man. I'm not talking against no women, because women deal with a lot as well. But without that communication, and we just assuming,
See, that's the thing. But some relationships also they don't tell you everything. They want to, they got their pride in the way, and then here you are. Well, this is about to happen, or this is going on, or I got this happening, and then you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, so they don't want to. I mean, the communication, you're right. That's there, but it's like some because of pride or whatever, they're not really giving you that whole, thinking it's helping you out, and you're like, well, here I am next month, and then here we go, and they see you're doing it. Maybe you came up. Maybe your circumstance got way better.
Right.
And you holding shit down comfortably. So they're kind of like, well, this is going on. You know what I mean? Like, there's a circumstance. So it's like with that example, it's like, damn,
But it just sounds like everybody needs to have a safe space to be able to express what it is, whether it's a downfall or upcoming. You know what I'm saying? That okay, I got this and I should be, I'm saying, I'm gonna do this or I can't do this, and it really shouldn't be held against you for wanting to, I'm saying, to be able to express what you can't do, like, and that's what most men have a problem expressing what they can't do because they know or they feel like it's gonna get held against them, so they just don't say anything about it, which really makes the whole situation bad because you don't say anything, and when you don't say nothing, nobody can understand. But at the same time, understanding also is that man knowing that if he says something to you, you will understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it starts early. Like you say,
I think that's the key right there. Start early.
Early communication just from the beginning. Like, and it'll always stretch through there. But other than that, it's always going to be difficult if you don't want to say something to somebody and you, I don't want to say it to them because they might get mad. Man, if I'm worried about you getting mad, if that's the least of my worries. I got to be able to tell you. So, you know what I'm saying? It's
So let me, I got a question for you. I got a question. So let me ask you this. In a relationship, do you feel a man should pay all the bills?
Not now. Oh, no.
Oh, no. She said not now. She said not now. Not now.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah. It was different. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
It was a different world.
Right.
Hey, it was a different world. Now it's no. And you know what? I guess now that I'm, older, you know what? And like I said, just the way of the world, I wouldn't even. It's not even like that at all. Like it can't be. I mean, I don't care how much you have. Like it has to be a team thing. It has to be an effort from both of you on all parts. Like,
right.
And like you said, communication is key. But in regards to just paying on, like that's crazy. Like I said, people be comfortable and they get used to that. And and I've seen some of my girls, like, you know what I mean? They got comfortable with always taking care of it. So that grind, that energy, that want to go open the situation and try to put in and make you guys better. They don't have
that's the fact.
They're like, shit, I'm cool.
And by the way, Tracy's a grinder, by the way. You know what I mean?
Facts.
She you know what I mean? So yeah. So it ain't too many people running around like you at all.
What you mean talking about who's sitting down and not doing anything? Like I don't even get
right.
No idea.
Right.
I don't understand.
So let me
you have to.
Let me ask you this. So if you could give advice to a younger lady as far as any advice you could give them in a relationship as far as communication, and what would you give? I'm not going to say a younger Trace. What would you give a younger young lady? Because women are totally different to me now than before. A lot of women get to the bag and somebody's still paying for them. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women get into the bag where they feel like they don't need a man. So what advice would you give somebody?
I used to have this motto. I told my daughters, I used to have this back in the day, and I always said it. I said, keep up or do better. And I used to say that. That's how I used to be. I'm not saying I'm like that now, but I used to really be on that. Like, come on, man, you see me, because it's hard to explain, but I used to be like, look, man, like, but that was back in the, when men were,
Don't do that. What you was about to say when men was what?
Well, I was just trying to help,
But no, I get it. No, I get it.
Get that girl, that was kind of the approach. I mean, it was like that. It was crazy. Now they don't do that. They don't. I mean, most of these men don't even have their own spot.
You know what? I still think it could be like that. I still think it could be like that, but individuals got to get in a better position. right? And what I mean by that is like this. Let's say somebody make $80,000 right now, and $80,000 was great in Arizona. Now everything increased, so that $80,000 look a lot less than $80,000, but you're still living on an $80,000 salary, right? So we got to scale back, and we got to add. We can't keep having subtraction. We got to scale back, and we got to add some. Now maybe we need to add another business or add this. So if you with somebody that don't got that type of grind, man, I don't, you know what I mean? Like,
it's gonna be hard in these streets.
Like, you know, a lot of people are stuck in the past.
Facts.
Right. Change. I mean, look at shit. Eggs are more expensive. I mean, things have changed. You know, wants our needs. I mean, hell, I got kids in AAU and stuff. I mean, that went up. I mean, it's, you know, some people are just stuck in the old. They're okay with just being mediocre and just, okay, I'm getting by. I'm cool. I'm all right. You know, no, like, me personally, I'm not.
Right.
No,
I'm not. But if I would tell a young lady now, like I tell my daughters, you gotta get your own. You have to have that. You have to be stable where you will want to be with a man. You will want him. It's a whole different situation. I'm not saying you gotta ball out. I'm talking about always have your own. Always put into that relationship, like the communication, but you always have to have go. You have to have your own. You have to be independent because you're gonna want. You're gonna be able to choose and want that in your relationship.
One compared to a need. One compared to a need. Facts. Survival mode. Nah, I agree 100%. When are you going live next? Come on, talk your talk. When you going live next?
Man, I'm going live. I think I'm gonna hit up live on either Wednesday or Thursday. It depends on you know how you guys talked about it earlier. Some of these packages coming in. So
put all your socials. Put all your socials out there.
New followers, and one thing about it is I have a lot of subscribers, so I'm hitting on those this week. But I think I'm gonna go live on. Let's just say Thursday to be safe. I'm going on live Thursday. I do. You have to follow the page in order to see most of the lives because they're not public. So Nice Necessities, NICETY.
Hold on, slow down. Can you say, yo, you speak fast? Facts. My bad. Yeah, right. My bad.
So, Nice Necessities, go ahead and NICETY, and then Necessities. If you go in the search bar, go do it on Facebook. I have other spots, but go on Facebook, hit it on the search bar, and then on the tabs, you'll see where it says people. You have to click on the people tab, then it'll come up and it'll be a white and blue logo that'll have the gold emblem and all that stuff on it. Add that one, and we're gonna get you right.
And let me say this: some of you listen to this need a wardrobe makeover. Tap in. Tap in. You know what I mean?
Oh, baby.
Yeah. We will have you look better. We will have you looking better than a mannequin. You feel me?
That's right. We got some fly do rags. All the kids, the whole nine. Okay. Y'all have a blessed one.
You as well.
Easter.
Have a happy Easter.
Yes. Man,
appreciate you.
Y'all stay.
Thank you for calling up.
Talk with you later. But yeah, man, spread the word. Everybody share, like, share. And tell a friend.
And support one another, man. Like, yo, make sure you go chime in and check out on Thursday and all that. Follow the page so you know when she's going live. If you knew better, you do better. So we trying to get you to know stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Appreciate you.
No problem. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk with y'all later.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, man, we popping that day. That
was a great perspective, right? From a young lady. So
absolutely,
you know, and once again, I'm not trying to bash any women or any males. I'm a man, so I'm gonna speak from a perspective of me. And it was good for a young lady to call up and give her perspective. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I don't think there's no such thing as 50-50 because every situation requires different things.
Right.
But whatever you need to make up that pie to feel whole, that's what the other person should be giving.
Right. Absolutely.
Sometimes it's going to be 90-10, sometimes it's going to be 60-40, whatever that is.
Right.
And I don't even want to put 50-50 or 100 or 100. Give it your all, man.
Right, exactly.
You would give it your all, playing a video game, being on social media, trying to get fly and all of that, but you won't put it in your relationship or your household where you lay your head. I never understand that. You lay your head next to somebody, but you can't give them your all. That's crazy.
Right. That's
crazy.
That's not because
you know what I'm saying?
If I'm with you, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just the
and
bottom line.
right now I think it's gonna be a lot harder for people to break up, man, with these bills.
For real, boy. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
gonna be hard.
Oh man.
It's gonna be hard. But it also should be easier for people to come together. You know what I'm saying? Like for it to be more like negotiable, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we should be able to negotiate about something and get, you know what I'm saying, and get to some solutions and get some stuff done. You know what I'm saying?
Don't look on social media or any of this reality TV and think a lot of this stuff is real. People give you what they want you to see.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
Live life, tap into real people, like bump into real people and ask them and talk to them, because a lot of these things can get so misconstrued in between, like you say, in between reality and the internet and online. Like the lines get so blurred. So you can definitely just talk to people, you know what I'm saying? Find out how they feel, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll be surprised about the people that hate you and the people that love you. They might be in so much reverse. They're being so reverse where you don't really understand why the people that hate you really hate you, because you don't even have no hate towards them. So, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that we all need to make sure that we get it into and we stay into with each other, and we make sure that we just emphasize love and staying together, man, because, hey.
Yo, hold on, man.
We got to keep this thing.
Jalen McDaniels had high on the Wolves to beat the Lakers. They blew him out almost by 30.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man. Yo, but listen, man. Make sure y'all tap in. We're gonna have a lot more guests on here. We're gonna have people calling up. Yo, if you listening to this, we appreciate you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The biggest thing is this: call up. Like, we want to engage. Like, if we talking about something and you disagree, call up.
Yes.
You know, like, as soon as Trace was like, call up. I don't want to look at live. Call up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Call up.
For real. And I want to emphasize, like, as much as I do get on live on Facebook Live, I need for y'all to watch live stream from YouTube at Freddie Party. Go to the YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, and
I gotta give them my joint too, man.
Tap the notification so you can see when we sitting up here. So if you're not seeing us on Facebook Live, you can see us live on YouTube. That's what it is. That's where the platform is really based from. So you can go ahead and be able to just go back, and if you're not catching it in the beginning, you can still watch the full live on YouTube at Freddie Party. Please go there, handle it, get it done, like and subscribe,
and make sure you check me out on TikTok. I'm trying to get my TikTok booming. I know some of y'all on TikTok,
right?
You know what I'm saying, on my TikTok.
And I ain't even know TikTok. Get my man TikTok up so we can, you know what I'm saying, so we can get this, and then we'll be going live from TikTok.
Let me give you my TikTok. My TikTok is unconventionally Miles. Make sure you tap in. Please, you know what I mean? Daily motivation, daily grinding. We're gonna make sure we got both our stuff on there. And then the main thing is, like, we want to build a community where we can help one another. We was just talking about individuals being able to work with one another, right? So even you guys are listening to us on live, but if you got something going on and booming, we need you to put it in the chat. Or if you got a page, or if you selling something, or whatever you doing, put it in the chat or put it in the live, so we can go follow and go from there, so we can support one another.
We got DMs.
Know what I'm saying?
Our DM, we can mention it.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna mention Moises. What's his last name? I can't think of his last name. I played basketball with him. He has a business, and I'm so sorry, Moises, that I didn't shout out.
Moises got to listen to the live and call up so he could talk about the business.
And you know what he asked me about him when I was in the gym, but since I don't go to Lifetime no more, I haven't seen him. So if you're watching this, Moises, please reach out again. I'd love for you to call up, say something about your business and everything that's going on with it, and we support. You know what I'm saying? So again, we just trying to make sure that we
let me get this out as well.
You know what I'm saying?
By the way, I'm a mortgage broker, so if anybody's in a situation where they're trying to figure things out, whether HELOC or reverse mortgage, first-time home buyer, just don't know the process of anything, feel free to reach out to me. You know what I'm saying? Once again, it's Unconventionally Miles on TikTok, or Mr. Frequent Flyer Miles on Instagram, or my Facebook is Teus Storffs, TAEUS STORFFS. You know what I'm saying? We could set up an appointment, go from there, and I could give you some game on some ways you can help your situation, because I understand we're in a recession. Some people have a home where they got equity in their home and they would need to pay off some debt. We can see how that looks, where it's not like destroying your interest rate and things of that nature. I just want to be a resource at the same time, but don't waste my time and I won't waste yours.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Have a happy Easter.
Yes.
what he said, if you're a 420 person, be safe out there. You know what I mean? He's Cheech and Chong. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Listen, man. We up out of here. 2 brains, 1 goal. Another episode in the books. Holla at us.
Sir. We out here. Peace.
1.